Hello, I'm Johnny Cashflow, and today we're going to talk quickly about something that I've observed throughout my lifetime. Now, this is by no means am I trying to pawn this off as some sort of, scientific research. It's just something that I've noticed, something that I've observed. Alright, very anecdotal. But what I've observed is that there are two general types of people in this world. Okay, specifically in America, obviously, because it's just where I've mostly observed this, right, is that there are individualists and there are collectivists, okay? Individualists believe that a person is solely responsible for their decisions in life, that a person's success and failure are both the result of a person's life choices. A collectivist, on the other hand, believes that a person's life is the result of outside forces, such as society, the government, or, as of late, the cisgendered white male patriarchy. These categories can be seen throughout our society, both political and social. Politically speaking, individualists generally tend to be conservative Republicans, while collectivists generally tend to be liberal Democrats. So let's take the polarizing issue of the Second Amendment as an example. Whenever a shooting occurs, Republicans tend to blame the individual, while Democrats tend to blame the inanimate object of the gun. Another example would be the case of individuals such as Angel Adams, a woman who has over 15 children and lives off of taxpayer money.
We tried to help them, and I think several other agencies, with paying of her rent and the paying of her utilities and stuff, did more than their part.
But Adams says her life didn't start to fall apart until social service agencies got involved. Her fiancé, Gary Brown Sr., the man who fathered 10 of her 15 children, was arrested, and Adams says she was left with nothing.
I don't have any clothes. People been donating food just around here, just helping me out with food, and I don't have anything.
We called the Department of Children and Families to see what they've been doing to help. DCF says Hillsborough Kids Incorporated has been helping by paying Adams rent, even providing her furniture. Adams says it isn't enough.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children, and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
Notice how people have attempted to assist her, and what does she still say? That somebody needs to pay for all my children, and mine and Gary, all our suffering. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay. You know what I think? I think she's absolutely right. Somebody does need to pay, and it's her and her baby's daddies, not the taxpayers. This collectivism versus individualism extends beyond politics, as we have seen within the past few years with the rise of social justice warriors who used to be called the PC police. The latest outrage comes from E3, the largest gaming convention in the world, where developers get to showcase their latest gaming projects to their adoring fans. As Sargon of Akkad outlines well in his recent video, Tim Sword Did Nothing Wrong, a game developer spoke out against feminism and instead stating that he prefers egalitarianism. I'm not going to get into that issue, as Sargon does a much better job at detailing what's wrong with the whole ordeal. But the basis of the video is that this innocent game developer stated that he does not agree with feminism, an ideology which has lost its grip on reality, and that he instead favors egalitarianism, an ideology which proclaims equality under the law for all people regardless of race, gender, orientation, etc. The issue came when feminists, seeing these twits on Twitter, proclaimed that because Tim Sword is against feminism, again, an ideology, then he must hate all women and is sexist and misogynistic. Let me say that again. Because someone doesn't agree with an ideology, then he must hate all of a certain gender. The link in description to Sargon of Akkad's video will be in the description. I highly recommend you guys go and check it out. We see the same regressive collectivism manifest itself in Black Lives Matter, when Douglas Muir, a professor at UVA, which I covered in one of my first videos on this channel, spoke out against Black Lives Matter, a group which has advocated for murdering police and black supremacy, with leaders claiming that people who are white are not human. Muir was totally socially raked through the coals on Facebook and even had his academic career threatened by the UVA administration. The implication is that if you disagree with a group, even a group which demonstrates terroristic proclivities, then you must hate an entire group of people of a particular race. Obviously, this collectivist mentality is an extension of Marxism, as Saul Alinsky describes in his book, Rules for Radicals, where he discusses the need to unionize and remove the identity of an individual in lieu of identifying with the group. Ben Carson is a bastion of hope for the black community to strive towards a man who grew up in the projects and worked hard to become a world-renowned brain surgeon, presidential nominee, and now a prominent member of the presidential cabinet, working directly with the executive branch to better the lives of people within the black and other lower-income communities. No, to collectivists, he's a sellout Uncle Tom house nigger. Their words, not mine. So Angel Adams is absolutely correct. Somebody does need to pay, but it's not the taxpayers. It's the individual. Thank you for watching. So tonight, we're having our You Damn Millennials podcast with a special guest. Check us out, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. Cheers.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.